Hello Aries, how are you today? It's time for your October reading. This is CJ. Thank you so much for being with me. We're pulling some extra oracles this month. It's Libra season, which is love and money. And I am pulling an extra romance angel deck, and we're going to pull 3 or 4 of the money and career cards towards the end. So let's get started. See what we have for our beautiful Aries spirit. Thank you. Well, that was quick. All right. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So in your romance area, this may be a friend, maybe someone that you're coupled up with, could be even for yourself. Retreat. Of that energy. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. So for some of you who are either in a relationship or looking to become in one with someone that feels super familiar, look at that. Ooh. It's safe for you to love. Aries, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. How beautiful. Give yourself permission to love. Aww. And make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this person who may feel really familiar, or it's a soulmate or someone you're like, I just feel like I've met him before or her before, or them, I just know, you know, something, there's just something about this person. There is, and you may have a soul contract, and this is about retreating, taking the time, getting to know one another. It is safe for you to say yes, pretty much is what this message is saying for you. Let me move those cards over here. I was playing with my niece, and I have all these bedazzled jewels on because we were doing dress up. Crow. Let's get into some crow oracles here. She's 6. So always with the makeup and the jewels and everything. She constantly changing costumes, trying on the roles of what it is she feels like for the day. For the hour. Some ways. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Crow's going to speak to us, speak to our Aries. Get this big super moon in Aries. This energy might be around for a while for you guys, for all of us, really. Can be a little aggression, but it can also be about being disciplined, especially in Virgo. Virgo. Just coming out of Virgo season, going into Libra season. And it really could be about focusing on your relationships and where you want to be. Commitment. What? Aries. Look at this. This is the Crow Tarot, but I'm using it as an oracle. And you have the commitment card that is coming out. And you see the birds exchanging their particular stones and how they offer gifts. If you hear stories of them. If you feed them or you're kind to them, you know, they'll leave little gifts for you. Pretty much stone shells, wherever they come from. But they do it amongst their community. And here is, okay, so here is that make the effort card. Here's self-interest. Notice how the one bird, instead of sharing with the group, takes the mouse or whatever it is and flies off with it. So this could be a reminder for you. Feels like it's a reminder for you that you've been in a self-inclusive kind of energy. Like you're healing, or you're just like, I'm not going to go for this relationship. I'm not going to do this. And now you have this alertness from Spirit saying, always good to take care of yourself, but there's also making the effort, it's safe for you to love. Come out of this self-protection bubble and start opening yourself out to that greatest energy of all. And protection, yeah, you've been protecting yourself for a while. Look at the birds protecting the egg and the nest. Definitely feels like that. Oh, Aries. So, nothing wrong with protecting your heart, but if you're protecting your heart and self and your energy to the point that you're not giving it, then you're not receiving it either. It's just the rule. It's the law. Universal law. All right, let's see what our energy oracles want to tell you, Aries. Okay. Hostilities. You might have some hostilities around you this month, or working through some hostilities. Seems like that could be why you're protecting yourself in some way. Or protecting someone. This is the energy oracle. Deceit. Oh my gosh. Aries, what the heck? Something, either you're holding something back or someone else around you is not trustworthy. And that could be why you have this very, may not even have to do with the relationship. It could just be in general. If there's some people around you who aren't for your highest good at all. There's a thinking woman here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it can just be a friend, a counselor. It can be also you. You're really putting your time in thinking about the situation. Maybe you recognize the deceit that's causing the hostility and you're looking to extricate yourself. There is that, like I said, I feel like there's like a bubble wrapped around you of self-protection right now. And this could be what's holding you from that romantic relationship or the ability to connect with that. Let's get into some tarot. And in this full moon in your sign, it is certainly time to release those who are not for your highest good. We don't need to play the game. We don't need them. You want to be healed, healthy, moving towards the new moon for the new start. So stuff that's been hanging on for a while, complete the cycles, release what's not meant for you. The full moon shines and shows you what it is, where the deceit is, and the things that need to be removed. Also light on the things that you want to keep. Knight of Pentacles, how lovely. Loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive. Plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details. Wait for the perfect timing, a guardian angel or someone who watches over you. So the Knight of Pentacles, slow moving, because they are about the planning, making sure that everything is right before they take action. But action here with a Knight is the key word. Protection and planning is the other part of this, making sure that it is where you want to go, a strategic move in some way, shape, or form. It also can bring in a great deal of abundance. But this could be a person in your life too, particularly Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Excuse me. Or you might be on the cusp of Taurus too. Look at this, the Seven of Pentacles, seeds well planted. All right, this is a harvest card, and the come with the harvest card is a do I stay or do I go kind of mantra here, and I'll explain why. Efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future. Unnecessary worry. All right, so why do I say this is the harvest card and do I stay or do I go? When you plant these seeds, and in particular in this full moon, is it something that's going to bring you the bounty, bring you the harvest? Or are you deciding, I'm done, this isn't worth me staying in this. I'm going to cut the seeds out, take the blooms, take whatever I can, learn the lesson, basically, and move on and plant somewhere else. So in many cases, besides the fact that it's patience while you've invested time in something, is it worth it? In other ways, it's like you've decided there's just nothing there if this deceit and hostility continues, and you're thinking about whether or not you're going to continue to harvest this garden and stay in this garden, or if you're going to move on. Okay. Page of Fire. Enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient. News of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar, do things that fuel your passions, and finish what you start. So this is that spark of inspiration, that spark of passion, that spark of, you know what, it's time for me to have my seeds, harvest this, or move on, or you just, let's see where else this goes. But it also feels like there's a need for you with the Knight to take some kind of action towards something. And once you go there, there isn't any going back, right? We don't want to go backwards. We want to move forwards. Thank you, Spirit. And the Moon. So here we have Pisces Major Arcana coming out. The Moon. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. You have unnecessary worry in the 7 here of Pentacles. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. This really sizes up the entire reading here. Revelations that will make everything clear. Is this in the deceit and the hostilities that have been going around? Maybe you think through this process, or you get the answers that you need from a friend in the divine feminine, or you come to that because the moon is also a feminine energy. Do you come to the realization that the patience you've had in growing this garden is not worth it anymore because you're dealing with all of this other conflict? And this is why you've been so protected and so inclusive, because you've been attempting to decide to come to where your heart space is, or that you're just trying to stay away from these people that are just causing you, or situations that are causing you so much upset. But once you make the decision, remember, the Knight of Pentacles plans and brings you that abundance, and so is the Page of Fire with that spark, that inspiration, this is the way I'm going to go. That is your page, Aries. That's what you need. It's your little spark of, sorry guys, your spark of inspiration. All right, let's see. One more. Do we have any more in the tarot here? There you go. Yep. There you are. Right there. This is the card that came out. 8 of Cups. Walking away. You're leaving something behind. There it is. There's the clarification. The need to move on. Seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. A spiritual quest. Choosing to make big life changes. A change in priorities. Leaving home. This is where you are. Or what's being called to you in this month of October. I feel you kind of know it though. And the card that was under that, which I kept, is the Page of Cups. So pages are new. They also could be children. But pages are new information, new sparks, new things that you love, playfulness. So there is this newness that's taking place all around you. You also have 7 and 7 here, and 8 and 8. So the only repeating numbers that you have in your reading are 7, 7, and 8, 8. And here is the Page of Cups. Sensitive, open-hearted, could be inexperienced, moody. Messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, or heightened psychic abilities. With the moon, this is where you might all of a sudden get those answers. The aha moment, the spark between the moon energy showing you and touching into your higher self being able to speak to you. But also the moon, as I said, is yours in this Aries full moon. And if you're seeing this post, that it could have been an inspiration that came to you in this time. A synchronicity. But all about you here is this change. Coming out of this little bubble, getting into this romance and allowing that to happen. But I feel you won't do that until you resolve whatever has been causing you great worry, because you've been advised of it twice to let go of it. Just leave it behind. Say goodbye. And you do with that eight of Cups. All right, so let's get into money and career real quick. Oh, that was very fast. Parenthood. Spend time with your inner child and reconnect with a young curiosity. Your patient, nurturing, and warm nature would make you a great caregiver or parent. Don't forget to nurture yourself and treat yourself while you're working hard on your goals. Now, I just said you have 2 pages here, so you could have 2 children that you could be working or considering while you're working through this hiccup or hostility or conflict, challenge, if you will. But it can also be about healing that inner child and nurturing yourself. You know, we often work really, really hard, and then we forget to do things to treat ourselves, to recognize. And there's 3 cards that came out, so there we go. Recognize the hard work so that it feels, if you're constantly working and you don't see anything from the efforts, even if it's buying a special cup of coffee or spending some time with some friends, just carving some moments out so you can feel like Aries and not like you're just working towards a goal for everybody else, it becomes resentful. So you must always love yourself. So you have 2 cards here. First one out was a rescuer. Someone may enter your life and help you resolve any difficulties you are experiencing. Yes, this thinking woman, very big. Consider careers as a firefighter, paramedic, or any rescue or heroic profession. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Quite the opposite. It shows your strength. This woman is around you, helping you, mother, grandmother, counselor, healer. And there is that someone who can give you the advice or the help that you need because you might be too wrapped up in that protective bubble, right? And then destiny, which is a lovely way to end the reading here. Believe in your dreams and passions. It is your calling to follow them. Whatever led you to this point in your life, it was to direct you to your higher purpose. New exciting adventures await you. Don't look back. Look to the future. There's that card about once you make the decision, remember Page of Fire, your energy, once you have the spark of inspiration and you go with it, the advisory here is finish what you start. You don't want to look back, you want to go ahead. And the 8 of Cups, obviously about moving forward, leaving things behind that are not for your highest good. And so you shall in this moon. I'm going to pull another love oracle. This is the usual love oracles, but the bonus was the romance angels. Thank you. And this is camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learned from the past, and make memories. You might be looking at things through that lens, but it could also be calling you. It's now time to make memories for yourself. Let, again, the past go. Okay. Just waiting to see if there's anything else here. Remember your 8 and your 8 and 7. So look up the angel meaning numbers online and see how that resonates even further with this message. Okay? All right. I send you healing, love, and blessing, Aries. I will talk with y'all soon. Bye for now.